Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. I listened to you all, I saw the comments, I saw the requests, and I have listened to the other critics in this YouTube community, and I finally sat down to watch Better Man. Better Man is the latest biopic depicting the life of pop star Robbie Williams, spanning from early childhood to the take that days to finding success and the downfall as well. And as many of you know, I saw the trailer for this movie in 2024 and I just shook my head. It was a awful trailer. Let's just be honest. Let's just put it out there. It was a really poorly put together trailer that just made the film come across so jarring and confusing and unnecessary. It really didn't hammer home any reason for an audience to go and see it. I genuinely earmarked it as potentially being one of the worst of the year. That's how bad the trailer looked. And I have to give a lot of love and praise and shout out Anthony A. Perez, one of the fellow critics in this community, because he has been singing this movie's praises from the mountains. I believe he went to go and see it as many as 4 times. He really enjoyed this movie and he spoke so positively about it that actually, do you know what? I accepted that I might be wrong about this. I will give it a chance. And I also saw that many of you in the comment section also enjoyed it and wanted me to check it out. And I'm big enough and man enough to admit that I was wrong. Better Man is a very good film. This really surprised me. I think what's so great about Better Man is that it is finally a biopic that is being very honest. Biopics are so problematic for me because not only are they 10 a penny, but they're very cyclical, they're very repetitive, they very much have a formula, and every single celebrity seems to have lived the exact same life somehow, and it was never their fault at any occasion. Credit to Better Man, actually, it does have the balls and cojones to be introspective enough to take some responsibility for where it went wrong. There is real, genuine character and personality, and by being so honest, it actually offers a real relatability and charm. You may not have lived the exact same life, but some of the family dynamics and some of the inner turmoil is utterly understandable. And in doing so, it makes you like the character more, even when he's being an arsehole or he's acting out of line, because there's an understanding there. I thought it was insightful. I thought the runtime was pretty solid, maybe outstayed its welcome by a maximum of 10 minutes. Nothing majorly dramatic. It held my engagement from start to finish. It even reminded me of some Robbie Williams songs that I had forgotten. And it did serve as a reminder that actually this guy was pretty good. It might be quite funny or embarrassing to say you like Robbie Williams in 2025, but going through this back catalogue and revisiting some of these songs, yeah, there's no denying he's actually pretty damn talented. A good songwriter, a good dancer, a good singer. Quirky, different, out there, got personality pouring out of him. I do feel like I've walked away from this movie with a better understanding of who Robbie Williams is. And with the whole thing with him being a CGI monkey and looking like it could be a Planet of the Apes movie, works better than I thought it would. I still don't think it's utterly necessary, and I do think it is still a little bit pretentious and self-involved. I really thought they were going to be as point blank as just playing it as he's a performing monkey. Actually, they do have a bit of depth to it. It does make him feel like he stands out, maybe the black sheep of the family. It does offer an individualism to him as a character, both for better and for worse. But I do have just a handful of issues with the film. Like all biopics, yes, it does still feel a little bit formulaic. Even if a lot of it is being honest, it does just feel like it's a bit, biopic-y. But I think the emotional resonance that it manages to uncover in that story allows the audience to keep going with it and actually be invested. Despite hitting somewhat generic beats, it never felt like it was going through the motions. It does feel a little bit self-involved and egotistical, and it is acknowledging that there are faults to Robbie Williams and he is egotistical and a show-off and such, so it does kind of get away with it. But it is still there. And I also think it's a good 10 years too late. Robbie Williams just isn't really in the zeitgeist anymore. If I was to ask my 10-year-old nephew if he knew who Robbie Williams was, he'd probably say no. He was huge when I was 7 or 8. Some of my earliest memories are my mum blasting Let Me Entertain You in the living room. It does feel like this movie has missed its moment. If this came out in 2007, I think it would have been huge. And I think it's a big reason in why this movie hasn't done particularly well at the box office. I keep coming back to it, but Better Man really was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I owe it an apology I am sorry, I was wrong. I can't put it in the 2025 ranking. It is a 2024 movie after all. It was available and I personally chose not to bother with it because of that trailer. So let's make it right. If you can find it on streaming, if you can get to a cinema that's still showing it somehow, check it out because it is worth your time. I'm going to give Better Man a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Better Man? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm also going to link Anthony A. Perez's review to Better Man in the description box if you want to check that one out. Give it a like, give him a subscribe. He's a really good critic. It's a fantastic channel. I really can't recommend it enough. But for now, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.